Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
3rd down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this 3rd down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Direct snap. Slithers into space. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That's it fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Give to the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's up to 41 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU!
The offense goes as he does, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
You got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Grabbed behind the line. It's Griffin. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Badgers are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Baker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. Go straight ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Touchdown, Mustangs! Great job by the back on the option. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like
he hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Badger. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he added the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Under fire. Escapes trouble. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game. A lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback. Making him feel uncomfortable. And then when you get him down, you get him.
He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Offense to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. Breaks into the open. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He's got him. Touchdown, Wisconsin. A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. He's piled up 65 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Looking looking to fire. Buys a little time. With the catch, it's Jones. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got the back over the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Going for it all. Touchdown, Badgers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Fires to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, and they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fellow with a nice catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Gets it out fast. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The give to Davis. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Calls his own number. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 8 over Boise State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to pop the draw. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Caught near the sticks, it's Jones. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And off to Jones. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Badgers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. To the air, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Barnett. They've got the screen set up. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooper. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll keep it himself, and he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
To the air, it's Barnett. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Central Michigan. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the toss. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. On the run, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Barnett. Safe completion on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. He wants a big play here late. On target to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game, because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Plucks it out of the air.
Defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here. win or lose on this kick. It's good! A walk-off field goal, and what a way to start the season! Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse